Have you ever kept these sachets at home? Let me show you their amazing benefits in this trick. When you place them in different corners, they work wonders. I already know about it. And now I want you to benefit from it too. They can be placed on the windowsill, on a shelf, or behind doors. All you need for this trick is a kitchen towel and a few ingredients that you surely have at home. It's very inexpensive, yet it has an extra application. Take a piece of paper and place it in front of you. Now grab a peeler and a lemon. Peel it. We need lemon zest for our sachets. Chop it into small pieces. Lemon zest has versatile properties, so it's worth not throwing it away. Add some bay leaves to it. Crush them. Bay leaves contain essential oils that have unique properties. Add a handful of cloves. Mix everything together. These 3 ingredients have superpowers. Transfer them onto the kitchen towel. Fold it at the 4 corners and tie it with a rubber band. Now you can place your sachets by the doors or plants. This way, you'll repel all smaller insects. They won't come as uninvited guests anymore. The scent of lemon, cloves, and bay leaves is something that ants, mosquitoes, moths, and bedbugs especially dislike. These little sachets will also deter flies and midges. That's why they are so useful in every home. I apply Vaseline to the areas under the doors and windows. It sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it actually makes a huge difference. You probably wouldn't think to apply Vaseline to the gaps by the doors and windows. However, it's a really good trick. When it starts getting warm, we usually open the patio doors. Unfortunately, many of us have ants in the garden or on the patio. As a result, we often avoid opening the doors because these insects frequently find their way into the house. But we don't have to forego the fresh air coming through the doors. You just need to use this trick. It will only take you a moment. Ants usually move along a single path when they want to get somewhere. This is usually some sort of indentation. If you know which path they take, it's perfect. Simply take some Vaseline and smear it along this path. Ants won't cross the Vaseline because it's an insurmountable obstacle for them. We won't even notice the Vaseline in our daily life. Just smear a strip about the width of a finger, and you can forget about ants in the house for good. I've never gotten rid of ants so quickly. I scared them away simply, and they haven't returned. When ants get too close to your home, garden, or your child's sandbox, you just need to spray a homemade solution. It's 100% effective. If you have ants in the sandbox, this will also deter cats that often use the sandbox as a litter box. Start by preparing a bowl of water. Add a few teaspoons of cinnamon to it. Ants hate the smell of this spice. Then squeeze the juice of a lemon and add it to the cinnamon water. This is another scent ants dislike. The next ingredient is coffee grounds. Add a few teaspoons of them. Coffee grounds are one of the best products for repelling ants. Finally, add a few drops of mild soap or dishwashing liquid. Mix everything and let it sit for a few hours. Then strain the mixture. Pour it into a spray bottle. Now, you just need to spray the areas where you see ants. You can spray the soil around plants, benches, or the sandbox. Also, secure the entrance to the terrace. This method isn't harmful to ants or other insects, but it is effective. The ants will simply relocate to another place. Place this in your kitchen cabinet, and you'll eliminate a pesky problem. All you need is a bowl. Add 4 tablespoons of baking soda to it. Baking soda is an effective solution against moths due to its alkaline properties. Next, add 1 tablespoon of flour. Then, place the bowl in the cabinet. The scent of the flour will attract the moths, but the presence of baking soda will make the mixture unbearable for these persistent pests. With this simple trick, you can enjoy a clean, moth-free home. Mix cloves with mothballs. You won't believe the results. My mom used to do it this way. Her method is very simple. It's a straightforward homemade recipe. Pour 250 milliliters of water into a pot. You'll use ingredients for the mixture that you likely have at home. Among them are cloves. Pour a generous handful of cloves into the water. This spice works perfectly against all kinds of insects. Moths, flies, mosquitoes, bedbugs, and even ticks don't like their smell. Boil the cloves. The water will start to change color to a light brown. Turn off the stove and leave the pot covered until it cools down. When it starts to get warm, various bugs start appearing out of nowhere. Cloves effectively deter them. When the water cools slightly, pour in 200 milliliters of vinegar. Vinegar is excellent for disinfecting surfaces where insects appear. It also effectively repels many of them. Flies and ants don't like its smell either. It even works on aphids. Add mothballs to the mixture. They not only repel moths, it's an effective way to deter many other insects, including sugar ants or cockroaches. Not only insects dislike their smell, many animals also avoid places where they smell these balls. If you have alcohol, add 200 milliliters to the mixture. The blend will last longer. Pour it into a bottle with a spout and use it on the terrace, in the house, in the garage, or in the summer house on the plot. You can also use it as a freshener for various places. Pour it into a small bottle and place it where you want to get rid of insects and worms. When I discovered this method, there are no more flies, ants, or cockroaches in my house. I got rid of them effectively and without harmful chemicals. Pour 300 milliliters of water into a frying pan. Prepare 2 tablespoons of cloves. They must be whole. Their use in repelling pests is brilliant. Throw them into the water and heat the whole thing. A decoction should be formed. When the water changes color and a pleasant scent begins to pervade the house, we move on to the next step. Sprinkle baking soda onto the pan. 2 tablespoons are enough. It will react with the decoction and start fizzing. Add small amounts so that the substance does not overflow from the pan. Stir until it disappears. Let us know in the comments from which location you are watching us. I'm sure this one mixture will help you get rid of pests from your home once and for all. Pour it into a spray bottle. I used a funnel for this. Put a few bay leaves into the bottle. Their intense smell repels pests. Just insert them into the previously prepared mixture to enhance its effectiveness. Such a spray can last up to 2 months. Since I've been living in the countryside, I always have it on hand. I was fed up with pests that had infested my house. It turned out that just by spraying this spray on the front door, kitchen cabinets, and windowsills, insects avoid the house like the plague. I haven't seen a single ant or fly in the kitchen for several months. This natural recipe is safe for pets and children. Rats and mice disappear within a minute. You don't have to buy harmful traps. This method will protect your home from unwanted rodents. The first thing you need is a plastic bowl. Pour 3 tablespoons of flour into the bowl. Then add 2 tablespoons of powdered yeast. Finally, add 1 tablespoon of grated cheese. Mix all the ingredients thoroughly. Place the bowl outside your home or by the front door. You can also sprinkle the mixture at entry points to your home. The cheese aroma will attract mice, but when they start consuming the mixture, the remaining ingredients will ferment in their stomachs. They won't be able to digest the yeast and flour, so they won't survive this mixture. I guarantee that this natural trap will work perfectly. With this simple solution, you can quickly and effectively get rid of rodents without the need for chemicals.